How Europe stole America's crown as the world's cocaine superpower. Map reveals how ruthless cartels stop at nothing to smuggle 50 billion pounds of white gold a year from Colombia to the streets of London, Paris, and Rome. Cocaine seizures in Europe exceeded those in North America for the first time in 2019 and have only grown since, with a record 303 tons confiscated in 2021. It began with one man, Pablo Escobar, boss of the ruthless Medellin cartel, the man through which 80% of the world's cocaine once flowed, the first and most infamous of the billionaire drug lords. But what started in the jungles of Colombia and on the streets of the USA has spread, and today's narcos are more likely to make their fortunes shipping white gold across the Atlantic into Europe. Seizures of cocaine on the continent exceeded those in North America for the first time in 2019 and have only grown since, with a record 303 tons confiscated in 2021 worth at least $12 billion, though some estimate the true value of the market north of $60 billion. Unlike the South American cartels of the past, today's bosses are just as likely to come from Italy, such as the Ndrangheta and Camorra mafia families, the Balkans, including Gruppo America or the Tito and Dino cartel, and Ireland, as is the case with the Kinahan and Hutch clans. This brave new world was on full display this week as a mothership carrying 136 million pounds of cocaine, a street value of up to 430 million pounds, was raided by army rangers off the Irish coast in what is the biggest bust of its kind in the country's history. And police are braced for things to get even worse, as UN researchers warn smugglers are increasingly using drones in the skies, on the waves, and underwater to make sure their illicit products slip through the net. UN researchers warn smugglers are increasingly making use of partially and fully submersible vehicles that can be controlled remotely, and can carry hundreds of kilos of drugs each. They also warn that cocaine packages are now being strapped to the underside of container ships by such craft, perhaps without the crew even knowing. As the technology develops and becomes more widely available, it is sure to pose fresh challenges for officers trying to stem the tide. The cocaine trade has come a long way since Escobar, but it does not look to be stopping any time soon, and Europe is now at its dark heart.